Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga. Boosie did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Nigga Busta Rhymes did it for free. Nigga Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free. Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but Boosie, episode 8 million. Got Country Wayne, shit like 6, 7 million. Like, we do numbers, we do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, it get hot. And where you gotta go to cool off? I'm going to talk to my little homie DC in the pool because it's hot. I got to get in the pool because it's too hot outside. And August 2nd, y'all make sure y'all go to his pool party because I'm not going to be there. But you said I was going to be there, Ross. But that's false advertising. I didn't say give me a check. But get the free promo, nigga, because we family. Push up to his pool party. Y'all push up because I'm going to be in Philadelphia telling these jokes. But everybody can get some money. Push up to the pool party. But Ross, don't do that. And the jacket, nigga. You wore the jacket for no reason. Well, let me buy that motherfucking Gucci jacket up off you then. So I can tell my son, I bought this from a nigga who left. He said that he wore it for no reason. It was a waste. So since we didn't pay you, I'm going to pay you for the Gucci jacket. Because if I give you some money, I'm going to want something. Give me that jacket. Since you want some money. But you know we love you, nigga. Push up again. And you said something about the wings. Make sure we had the wings. If your ass would have stayed, you would have knew we had 200 of them goddamn Wingstop. They was in the back. You remember when you went to the back, the bathroom, you just left? It was 200 Wingstop wings. As a matter of fact, lemon pepper. We knew you were gonna fuck with it, but you didn't eat it. And we respect when niggas got shit to do, bro. Just tell us as soon as you come in, hey, little homies, I got an hour. Bet we gonna try to get you in. Man, we gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't pull up, act like you doing us a favor, and then just leave up without saying something. Just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping, but push back up. Your team, we called your team. We called the person who we called when you was on the way. Guess what they said? We don't know where he going. So Ross, get at the pool and give me a call so we can so we can get it together. I love you, big homie. We out. Every day I'm hustling.
And them white folk asked you, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no like that, nigga, 'cause we got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Subject about DC Young Fly yesterday calling out Rick Ross. Have you heard that, Rick?
I've seen the headlines, but I haven't seen, the actual video of DC Young Fly reacting to the situation, man. So you got to put me in the loop. Put me in the loop, please.
Okay. For those who may not know, a couple of years ago, Rick Ross was on the 85 South show, and he just abruptly walked out of the interview. You know what I mean? After saying he would be back, and it went viral. This is a couple of years ago. So recently, as of yesterday, the 85 South show, they were on Marlon Roy's podcast, and they just, went back down memory lane and just asked, what were y'all thoughts on that? Now that some years have passed, did Rick Ross, even give you any explanation as to what happened? And, this is what DC Young Fly had to say. Check this out, y'all.
Okay.
sat your ass right there for almost 2 hours
and didn't leave.
and you talked. And the white folk asked you, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no shit like that, nigga, because we got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently, like it wasn't even disrespectful. And then I get to sit back and watch that shit, be like, damn, what's the difference between them and us?
Okay.
Now I feel disrespected.
Right.
Don't do us like that. And it's still love, but
Yeah.
don't do us like that. The moment you leave our show, you went and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your ass right there for almost 2 hours
And didn't leave.
and you talked. And the white folk asked you, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no shit like that, nigga.
What you think, Rack? What you think? You know what I mean? Shout out to about to say homie Spade TV official. We got this from his IG. Y'all check out homie. I don't want nobody
salute.
being
That's what we
upset.
do over here. We salute.
Yeah, I
Salute
don't want
to Spade
nobody-
TV. Nah, but I want to say this. I'm glad you said that because I was going to say it anyway. Now, you said this came from More and Rory podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. You see how we covering it and we bringing light to their podcast? This is where the interview came from. Make sure y'all do the same. This ain't directed just to them. This is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is for everybody because this is why the culture is where it's at. Because some people feel like, they bigger than the culture, bigger than the program. They only respect certain people covering their content and they don't do the same, or they cover those same people content. Nah, let's stop that. If we're gonna do it right, let's do it official. You know what I'm saying? So we keep it official over here. Just do the same, because we ain't no haters over here. It's all love. We want to see everybody win. But now getting back to DC Young Fly, he has a great valid point. The fact that Rick Ross walked off the platform and said he was going to the bathroom, never came back, right? But I don't even remember them asking him anything disrespectful. You dig what I'm saying? So he's not capping in his response, you know what I mean, on his podcast, right? But then also he said when you was on them Clear Folks platform, you was giving it up crazy. Pause. You know what I'm saying? You sat there for an hour plus, and they asked you about your CO history. You dig what I'm saying? And you sat there and ate it. So DC Young Fly got every right to feel how you feel. I agree with him. I feel like Rick Ross owes them an apology, an explanation. And like you said, it ain't no beef. It's just more or less of we deserve the same respect. So I got to salute that man for. But now my thing is this though. Even though you're doing it on More and Rory platform, did you reach out to Rick Ross after or try to, keep this out the public eye? Because if you didn't do that, then that's where I'm gonna have a problem. You dig what I'm saying?
I mean, in all fairness, it's been 3 years. You know what I mean? Somebody walk off, your platform and without any, explanation. I don't feel like they're obligated to reach out because it's an interview. People gonna ask you questions. You know how it is. Controversy is what gets the attention. But I feel like that was an honest answer from DC Young Fly, who, again, we see this time and time again with these platforms. We understand Vlad and others have turned this into a hustle. People are looking to get paid. But when it's our platforms, right? 85 South Show, they're a part of the culture. You know what I mean? One could argue that you could greatly benefit by having your brand a part of their brand. So come on. You know what I mean? The fact that DC Young Fly and them guys still promote all of his product, on the set of the 85 South Show should let you know how genuine they really are. You know what I mean? But to take that moment and be disrespectful in a way where you still haven't resolved it 3 years later, I mean, I could see how DC Young Fly would feel a certain way. You know what I mean? But let's pull up the clip real quick for those who may not have seen this from 3 years ago. But I'm going to play y'all the video with Rick Ross walking out so y'all can check it out. And then I'm gonna show y'all the platform that he sat down with several months after this little viral moment. Let's check this out, y'all.
At all.
That motherfucker still is.
Let me use the restroom one time and I'm gonna take this jacket off.
You can't get anybody. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing, nigga.
All gas.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
I just had to tell the motherfucker. I said, maybe I can't be there for you, baby. I gotta grind.
There's a little music in the background. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna just let it play muted. But as you can see, Rick Ross just got up, said, let me go to the bathroom, take my coat off real quick. And he got the hell up out of here. He ain't come back.
He goes to niggas.
Yes. You know what I mean? It's one of the hottest platforms out for whatever reason. Rick Ross, you know, he explained this. Let's see if I can find that clip for y'all real quick. I got a short right here when he was on the Breakfast Club. And let's see. This is what he had to say about this. Let me make sure y'all can hear this.
85 South show where you just got up and left?
Yo, yeah.
I think I was just really in the zone. I was smoked out good. I was in the zone. When I'm in the zone and get one of them money calls, I just ease out that motherfucker.
You just left.
He got out like he's in the club. He got out the back door.
I was like, did they do something?
I'm gonna be honest. When I found out about it, it was already everywhere online. I ain't even realize it.
You went to the bathroom and just left?
I went to the bathroom, was on the phone, smoked one, and you go outside and you just leave.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot what I was just doing.
Yeah. Them my little homies too. And you know what I'm saying? Them my little homies, and it was a cool interview. You know, we smoking, we chilling and shit, and man.
I was like, what the hell happened? What happened on the 85?
Come on, Rack. Bullshit, you calling Cat or what, man? Hold on, you still muted, Rack. Hold on.
Oh.
You good, man. What's your thought? Yeah, I can hear you good. What's your thoughts,
It may be speaking, so, I don't know, with this AirPods, but my thoughts, I call Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like Rick Ross.
Because I feel like.
I'm bad.
Okay, Rick Ross. You can't be trying to talk to grown men like you talk to these chicks. You digging what I'm saying? Like you trying to finesse the drawers of a chick. Like, come on. You got to just keep it official. You can't, like, yeah, I was just in a zone and, I might have took one to the face and, like, come on, man, cut it out. Just keep it G'd up. Like, yo, you know what? The interview was kind of long. I had the runs. You dig? Or whatever. Or like, yo, the interview was kind of long. It took me out of my zone. And I just couldn't do the interview no more, and I ain't know how to, articulate that. That would have been more G'd up. You know what I mean?
But this right here is the platform that DC Young Fly was talking about. You know what I mean? It's just at the end of the day, it's about being professional.
Correct.
Come on, you want people to respect your brand and your business. Well, you need to extend that same courtesy. Simple as that. You know what I mean? You ain't walk out these folks' interview, right? Now, Some would probably say they paid them a grip. But the point is, we got to take care of our own, man. They your little homies, but you in that moment, you didn't make them feel like you really fuck with them like that.
Correct.
Your sons, you know what I mean? So when you see this clip right here, where a dude asking Ross, about him being a correctional officer, why is it when it comes to certain media, black media, you get real defensive? You know what I mean? But with somebody else, another platform, you give it up like it's nothing. It ain't an issue. So, like I said, of course, this is 3 years ago, but these are the certain optics that people see, and they be like, "Yo, what's the difference?" I'm gonna be real. I'll say it. If a person that I want to interview ends up on someone else's platform that I don't deem credible, now I'm looking at you crazy. I'm gonna be real.
I'm with you.
You feel me? If you put me through the ringer walk out on 1 hour episodes and I don't hear from you, but you here sharp, early. You ain't smoking or nothing. You chilling. You sober as a mother for their interview. I mean, come on, y'all.
You on your best behavior.
There you go. You already know.
You there like you trying to get a job, like you trying to get recruited. You know what I'm saying?
Look at these clips. Look at them. You know what I mean? Like they just want respect in the end. That's all. Ain't nobody asking for a check, none. Just respect me like you respect them other people, man. Because the first thing you see on this video playing, and who face you see? Look at it. Donald Trump, bam, right there, real fast. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to Rick Ross and his brand, man, I don't know, Rick. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. Between the Drake shit last year,
yeah,
Ross got a lot of
the Canadian dude putting names on him and all that.
Come on,
That's
he got
crazy.
a lot of damage control to do with him and his brand. Of course, you know, one could blame him for the fallout between Meech and 50. Because he knew what he was doing when he stood beside Meech. He knew exactly what that could cause. You know what I mean? And it happened the way people assumed it. I think he was one of the first platforms to break that story, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you seen it a mile away.
Yeah.
And here we are. You know what I mean? Months later. Now, at this point, 50 Cent, from what I know, he hasn't reacted to DC Young Fly going off on him. But like I said, I do think DC Young Fly is valid in his criticism. I can't front.
I think he's very valid, you know, on this, you know, and I think Ross should apologize and do another interview. Simple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Please apologize and then y'all go from there, you know. But everybody gotta be held accountable for their actions. Bottom line. So
right. I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. Treat it like you want somebody to respect your brand or your business. You know, I see a lot of platforms get interviews. I don't know if it's paid for or not, but behind the scenes, when we're reaching out, speaking to people's assistant or whatever, you know, I say this recently. I reached out to get an interview. They wanted me to write all of the questions, everything before they gave me an answer. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, next thing you know, I see this person on TMZ. They giving up everything.
Crazy.
Everything. You know what I mean? Nigga, dad ain't snitch on his mama. I'm like, yo, I just wanted a honest dialogue centered around, you know, your contributions in the rap game. You know what I mean? I get it. The landscape is very messy, and certain entertainers or artists, you know, they're hesitant to do these interviews with certain people that's not credible because they're scared that they might, you know, get pinned in the corner and have to answer a certain question. Like, I get it.
Correct.
You know, look at the shit with Diddy, all the indictments and all of that. Like, but these platforms, myself and Rec TV, you know, we have integrity, man. We are actually of the culture. You know, we value it and hold it in high regard. So imagine one of your favorite artists. Let's just say, I don't know, Rakim or KRS-One did that to you. You'll feel a certain way. Like, damn, homie, I always been a fan, but did you have to walk out on me like that? Like, damn. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like French. You just talked about it. French Montana did it. I don't know I don't know if it's the Shade Room. One of these platforms interviewed him, and homie just threw the headphones in her lap and walked out. Let me see.
Yeah, he said, I gotta move my cars double park. You know what I'm saying? My car's in a bad spot. He essentially pulled the Rick Ross on her. You know what I'm saying?
And why not just be honest? You know what I'm saying? Why lie about it?
I would say this. She asked him something in reference to Diddy. And my understanding, he's been dodging those Diddy questions. Right? Even when Z been running down on him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, them Diddy questions is spooky right now. Especially for anybody that was signed to him or that was close to that situation. It get very, you know, spooky hours for them. You know what I mean?
Look, man, shout out to Nas. You know what time it is, man. Yeah, but like you said, hopefully artists can be more professional, man. You can always say next question. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta act like this.
No comment. You can say no comment.
Because if you on Ellen, right? I don't know if that's still on TV. I don't watch TV like that. But let's just say you on Ellen's show or you on The View or something. You ain't gonna walk off the set for them.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Good Morning America. You ain't get ready to walk off the set on them.
Yep.
But you put certain independent media through the ringer, man. And this is just one of those moments where you might not even, like 85 South, they already established. So, you know, maybe there's some truth to what Ross was saying. Maybe he was high out of his mind. But the fact that you don't even come back, you just leave, I ain't gonna lie. Me, it would have made me feel a certain way, and I probably wouldn't have reached out to homie.
I mean, it'll make me feel a certain way, but I still would have reached out because for me, I need clarity. You know what I'm saying? Because I need closure. Okay, you ain't rocking with me? Let me know. Yeah, nah, homie, I wasn't feeling your podcast. All right, cool. Say less then. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And we just do it like that. Opposed, don't leave me in the dark because I need to know where we at. Because when I bump into you the next time, I need to know what the energy is. Because if we go off that,
you still there, King? Yeah. My man got hit. I don't know if he went off the live or not. But I definitely agree with the point he was making. Like I said, I appreciate y'all tuning in. He must have got a phone call or something. Let me see here. Cause you still on, Rack. Hold on. Yo, you there? You gotta turn your mic back on, King.
King, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. We golden.
So that whole time I was talking, you didn't hear me?
For like the last minute, you had cut out.
I don't know. I guess this damn.
It was
phone.
the last minute. It's okay. It's all right.
So cool. You could do what you do with that one. You know
but I appreciate each and one of y'all tuning in. Like I said, just get used to us. Just rapid fire, man. We jump in, cover this shit, keep it moving. Like I said, if you want to tap into MREC and all its content, I'll make sure to leave the links in the description below so you can check out all of the dope content, original content. Okay, make sure you tap in. And yeah, man, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave your thoughts and comments down in the section below. But yeah, man, you got anything else to say right before we up out of here?
Double doses and bubble gooses. We gone.
We out, King. Peace.
So they get the nigga and shit. So man, they put him on a car on the ground and shit. They rob him and shit. Like, feel me, the shotty, I sawed it off myself, so I know that shit do real damage. TM had that shit to the nigga head, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't even over no real money. I'm already about to go to jail. And I said, nah. And the nigga eased up off him. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of terrified because I ain't even want to see that. Like, I wanted them niggas like, I'll pat at you, but I ain't running up on you and shooting you in the face and then standing over you, hitting you 12 times. I'm not psychotic like that. Like, you feel me? If I did it, it was over some money or over some disrespect. So I was out to prove a point, not to, maim or disfigure nobody. Like, I'm not a psycho type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? That was a terrifying moment for me because I ain't want to see that. And I'm about to get sentenced. You feel me?
Have you lived the life the streets tried to write for you, but ultimately found your own ending? Do you have a story of survival, betrayal, or redemption? We're looking for real people with real experiences to share their truth. If the streets tried to break you, but you made it out, we want to hear from you. Hit us up now to be a part of The Streets Is a Myth.
I don't be wanting no distractions when I'm starting my day. I'm facing 20 years in jail. I don't got no time to...
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.